Hello everyone, my name is Mordecai and welcome back. This week I'm going to cover another hero loadout and I'm going to call it the Jolly Support. It's going to combine one of the Christmas heroes with the pirate themed heroes we just had with the last event, at least the last event as of this recording. So the idea is that with the soldier in question, she's going to drop presents, and then with the team perk I will get chests that I can then give out stuff to my teammates. So if you're interested, hang around and let's head over and take a look at it. Alright guys, we're at the hero loadout. So as you can see, Jolly Headhunter is going to be my main hero for this type of loadout. And the biggest reason is I like her hero ability as the commander, and it's present arms. So every time I kill an enemy, I have a 15% chance for them to drop a small present, which will buff the teammate that picks it up for 8 seconds. So it can either be 25% basically movement speed, basically 20% additional damage, or they can regenerate 65 energy over time. To me, all three of those are very useful, especially if you're holding back shooting and you have maybe a ninja in your group and they're constantly running around picking up those presents. That's really nice for them, and believe me, they will see a huge difference not only in their damage but their combat abilities due to the energy gain and the movement speed. It'll really help them out, or for that matter any teammate that actually decides to pick those up. The second part is where I was talking about the pirates. Blakebeard's stash was a perk you would get for getting Blakebeard and then doing his quest from the pirate event. So if you have him, I'd recommend doing this because it gives you a 5% chance for basically like a pirate chest to spawn, and you'll get peg legs, coconuts, and cannonballs, all three out of it. Some people like to get those and use them for themselves, which is fine. You can totally do that with this build if you want. The idea I had was that I would get these items and then I constantly throw them out on the floor. I keep a couple for me, but I constantly throw them out for my teammates to use. Because if they're having an easier time staying alive and doing damage, then hey, we all win in the end anyway. For the support team, I went with Going Coconuts, which I believe his name was Barrett or Barrett, something like that. Basically, when you eat the coconuts with him as your support guy, you get 16% additional damage. So you're not only getting coconuts from the chest, you can find them in the wild too by searching crates, but it's nice to combo this with the stash because then you're just getting additional damage constantly. I put Blakebeard for Vast Mateys as my second one because of the cannonball damage. I need to go back and actually check this, but if I'm not mistaken, this will buff your cannonball grenades by 20%. Seems like I did this test probably a couple months ago, and I think it did, but I need to confirm that, so don't quote me on that one. For the third one, I have Swab the Deck, which is basically the pirate penny. This increases the club damage by 17%, which goes well with the peg legs because they are considered a club. I put Mad Tidings in here, which is I believe it's Crack Shot. You can put whoever you really want here. I did him just because of the stacking buff, and it's kind of nice for the range damage. And then last but not least, I went with Survivalist Jonesy because, you know, additional health. I don't really need it due to the coconuts, but I always fall back on the whole mantra that if I'm dead, I can't support my teammates. So that's the basic layout of the build. You're going to want to get the chest and throw that out for your teammates, along with the presents that drop automatically from you killing things. So let's go into a game and let's see how it works out. It may be a dud, it may not. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, as you can see, kind of started recording late on this one. This is a 4-player deliver the bomb type of mission in Candy Valley. Power level 70 is the base. That's why you're seeing level 80 Husk right now that I'm shooting at. So as I mentioned on the hero loadout, as I'm trying to help escort this bomb, you want to try to get the treasure chest to spawn, which you don't really have any control over. You just have to kind of wait and get lucky with the spawn. But every time you hit or tag an enemy, no matter who else kills it, you have your chance to get your chest. So it doesn't have to be you to get the killing blow. It can just be as long as you hit them. And thankfully, I actually have a nice mixed team. I'm the one soldier. I've got a ninja on the team. I've got a constructor and an outlander. And as you can see sometimes, which I'm hoping I might be able to get one on camera, whenever I kill a husk, you should see like a sparkling green little present on the ground. That's where the buff for the movement speed, damage, and all that comes from. So when you see those laying on the ground, that's what that's about. And it's for any teammate, you or an ally to pick up and use. So let's see what we can do here. Let's focus on keeping the bomb and getting it over. So far it's been fairly uneventful, which is honestly not a bad thing, because this is my 4th game actually running this build, and all of them went well with the exception of my very last one, which I still have the recording of. But Literally, we got the bomb there, and I just started building around the objective for these guys to help them out, and they immediately started the objective. So I pretty much had to spam everything I had and try to build up and protect the objective to keep us from losing. So tip for me, as you're watching this footage, definitely build before starting it. Usually I don't get that unlucky with teammates. This time I happened to do that. Not this particular game, the last one. These guys right here were all solid. Alright, let's keep thinning these dudes out. Still haven't had a good chest ball. Now, before I hit the record, which I was a dummy and forgot to hit it when I started, I found a couple of chests, but none during this escort so far. But, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and tell these guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop coconuts, peg legs, and all that right here where I'm standing. So if you guys need them, pick them up. There we go. I had to type it out. I always do this. If I say it and type it, because some people have voice chat off, so I don't want to be that guy that just says it and doesn't say anything else. And you may see me do a little bit of menu management here as I constantly go through and grab peg legs and other things to drop out. But that right there is what I do. I drop them out like that. I grab another item, grab a couple more, and I continue to drop them so that my teammates can use them.
The launcher and prepare for
So
some
let's throw
unwanted
these out.
guests.
One of my teammates there, Scotty, it's the constructor there. He's got pretty low health, so he should use a coconut. When he does, you should see his life come back up. Guys, I'm always going to drop them right there at the very front, so when you see them there, just pick them up. They're for anybody. Sorry about that, I always go quiet when I'm typing. Alright, so the constructor there, he's low, so hopefully he will use a coconut. He did pick some up. I saw him pick them up just a couple seconds ago. Let's go ahead and upgrade all this just in case we get flingers, which we usually do on this type of mission. I went ahead and threw out a sniper to help out. I'll always leave a couple open for anybody else to use if they want to throw theirs out. Nice, they're actually putting down traps. Again, it's hit or miss. Sometimes I get really good teammates that use traps and everything, and sometimes I don't. This time, I think I'm going to not put a trap tunnel down. I really should, and again, I encourage everybody to do that. Always put down your trap tunnels. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Scotty did got his life back. So I don't know why, because I'm gonna have the names blurred out. I always do this just to keep. You know, I don't want anybody getting shamed, which I'm a small YouTuber anyway, but I don't want people to be like, that guy played bad or this guy played great. So I'm going to have the names blurred out, and I'm not saying his full username, so but you can see it on the video anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Until I learn how to blur names, like as they're moving, I'm still learning to edit. But there we go. So yeah, I'm ready when you guys are. Alright, hopefully we get some... hopefully get some chests during this, because it's going to be kind of bad if I keep recording these. And my last 3, I got a lot of items, but they were so hectic that it was really hard for me to continue dropping them. So that is a backdraw to this. I'll go ahead and throw it out right now. But I personally love doing this because I feel like it actually kind of makes the missions easier sometimes. Alright guys, let's see what we can do. Alright, so, I think friendly fire is gone. The biggest pain about this build too, and I will throw it out there, even though I'm advocating it and that it's fun, is you have to constantly go pick up the chests. So, you know what? There we go, my tiger. It's usually a little better for the fingers, provided I'm smart enough to remember that I got it equipped, because I don't always keep it equipped. Alright, let's do down. There's the green presents. When you run over those, that's what gives you additional movement speed or energy or whatever it is that you decide to pick up. Let's grab that, back up. My other teammates are on the south side there covering that, so I'm going to cover my side. You probably noticed my affinity right here for my shooting. I love the hacksaw. I had 3 of them prior to the military set to come in and unlock one. Oh, ricochet. Oh, you know what? Perfect. There we go, peg leg. Since I can't hit him with my my normal weapon, I'm going to use my peg leg. And you're going to see his life going down fairly quickly just from the peg leg, because it does a pretty good amount of damage, as you can see. 220,000 constantly, just slamming into this thing. So that's one reason why I like the treasure chest, because it kind of gives you a toolbox. if you have an enemy that you can't normally hit, like smoke screen or ricochet, where you do reduce damage with your bullets, or you take more damage as you're shooting them, peg legs are a great alternative for you and your team. You can constantly see these little chests, so I gotta keep going and picking these up. That's the only back draw with this. Flung it back at him. As soon as I get a chance here, I'm gonna try to throw some more out for my teammates here. It's just kind of hectic. I got 2 minutes, so I got plenty of time to throw more out. My teammates don't seem to be taking a whole lot of damage, which is really nice.
Are you crazy?
Guys, I'm throwing out some more real quick.
Come on.
There we go. You can see I'm always trying to do that. And you know what? It's not worth switching to my tiger at this close range, so I'm going to continue to stick with the hacksaw. And you can see so many chests right there. There we go, Warcry. I actually should have used that for the boss. You got to remember too, this is what I like about this character too. Warcry is also on the Jolly support, so to me, she's like a perfect all-around support character.
Nope.
These grenades are actually really nice too when people really pumped up. Some more of those coconuts, because I'm about to grab some more, so even if I need them, then I can just swap over.
Come on.
But that's the idea behind this build, guys. As you can see, that I'm still working on it here. Grab a bunch of these. That's the only back draws. This is a kind of a hectic build because it's an inventory management. Just to show you what the cannonballs do, you throw a couple of these out. You can actually drop some more, in case these guys need them in the last couple of seconds. Well, this one they didn't have to use them as much. My last 3 games they actually used them
Here
a
it
lot.
comes.
But
30 seconds
there you go. You can see the grenade hits and then it explodes. It explodes and then multiple little cannonballs come out. So it's kind of like the miniature frag perk where you throw it and then smaller ones come out from that one. It does the same thing as that.
Can't.
But yeah, guys, that's the Jolly build. I don't know if you guys will like it or not. I find it really, really fun. I find it a perfect little support. So if you're not the absolute greatest player in the world, you don't have to be, because this can help you and your team. So there we go, guys. That's it. I'm going to cut over. Hopefully this video isn't too terribly short, but hey, maybe you got the point. So we're going to cut over, and I'll see you on the end sequence. Alright guys, hopefully you found the video fun, kind of entertaining to watch. It's, again, I call it the Jolly build. I don't know if anybody else has actually thrown this together before. I'm sure somebody probably has. Back when this hero came out last Christmas is actually when I started to kind of speculate on using the presents and things like that. And with the introduction of the pirate heroes and that pirate perk, I found this build to be an absolute blast. To me, just because it's different. You don't always have to, again, to do all damage or all this. You can have fun and try different things. So if you want to use it, go for it. Swap anything out you want for the build to make it your own. Hopefully you found it useful, helpful. If you want to see something, anything at all, please leave a comment. I'm starting to kind of see a trend of which type of videos people like and which ones they don't, so I may start veering towards one to the other to kind of focus on what people seem to really like watching. So again, if you want to see something, anything, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it, guys. So with that, I'm going to cut out, and I'll see you next week.